Hey there, gang. We are about to cross the finish line and wrap things up on Aetherdrift Standard. And that reminds me that one of the greatest race car drivers of all time once said, if you ain't first, you're last. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, those with the need for speed, welcome to Head Games Arena. I'm Jetterx, and today we're going to be channeling our inner speed demon, and by that, of course, I mean we're playing the speed demon. So we're playing it in a mono black demon shell built around Unholy Annex to draw us extra cards and drain our opponent, and our old friend the speed demon, which cares about your speed. Start your engine starts a clock ticking where if you do damage to your opponent on your turn, you can increase your speed all the way up to 4. So at max speed, this fella is a 5/5 flying trample that draws you 4 cards and you lose X life on your end step. So lots of value in this card. So how do we get there? We built around a Tiny Bones Joins Up shell because the second part of this is when you cast whenever a legendary creature you control enters, you can have your opponent mill a card and lose a life, which increases your speed if you've started your engines. At the bottom end, we've got the usual suspects: Grim Bobble, Momentum Breaker, and Nowhere to Run for removal. Deep Cavern Bats to keep an eye on what our opponent is doing, but is also a sneaky way to get 1 damage in each turn and continue to increase that speed. In the 3-drop slot, we already talked about Unholy Annex as a tried and true way of drawing cards. Braids to sacrifice some of those early game enchantments and get some more damage to increase our speed. Lord Skitter just hoses the graveyard decks of the format a little bit and is also a legendary creature to trigger Tiny Bones. In the 4-drop spot, All-Star Sheoldred. We got to get some use out of her before she rotates out later on this year. Bloodletter of Aclazotz combos very well with Unholy Annex, and then of course 1 deadly cover-up for board wipe to clean up those messy go-wide matches, and our big friend, the Speed Demon, to top us off. In the lands, we've also got 2 copies of Amonkhet Raceway, which is a sneaky good card because we do get to max speed quite a lot. So it turns this into tap this land, give a creature haste. You'll see us get the Speed Demon in for a kill with the Amonkhet Raceway a couple of times. I think that this card is really great in this build. Soulstone Sanctuary becomes a creature of all types, which also combos with Unholy Annex. This deck was a lot of fun to play today. Tarkir Dragonstorm should be pre-releasing the day that this video drops, so this is kind of a lame duck format, but we wanted to do one more fun thing, and boy, this was a lot of fun. So before we head over to the racetrack that one last time, please like, subscribe, leave comments in the videos, tell your friends about head games. We appreciate your time and your effort. Without further stalling for time, let's play those head games. What are you mimicking? And you're crafty too. Okay. 2 braids is not great. This is what happens when you play a lot of legends in your deck. You get more than 1 copy of things. I don't have anything to do with braids either, but I do have the early game removal and the board wipe. We're gonna give it a try. I don't think it's so bad that I'm gonna, go to less cards. Discard. Nothing for our opponent on turn 1. Well, I'll see your nothing and raise you nothing. Is that the wrong game? 2 Concealed Courtyards for our opponent, still nothing. 2 Swamps for us. So they're playing, oh, there it is. They're playing Control as well. Okay, blue mana for our opponent. We will play our 3rd Swamp and cast Braids Arisen Nightmare. We're gonna decline. That is not what I expected. Wow. Wow. Grim Bobble. You killed the heck out of our braids. Well done. So can their deck deal with a board wipe? It feels to me like they can't. Right? I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna see if I can force, wow, what is our... Listen, Opponent, that creature has flash. You don't need to do that. I'm gonna force. I'm gonna force them. Oh, I thought they had the protection spell in their hand, but they did not. Okay. It might be pretty sad for them now. I think I'm actually going to do this a little differently. I think I'm going to cast the Momentum Breaker, let them choose what they want to remove, and then I'm going to cast the second Braids, and we'll sacrifice the Momentum Breaker, draw a card, do some damage. Okay. Because now we have the Deadly Cover-Up backup. Okay. Pixie gets the Grimbauble. Grimbauble, and there it is. And just like that, our opponent is out of steam. Okay. So now the real question is, what do I exile? Okay, destroy all creatures. If evidence was collected, exile a card. So let's... Oh, they're not discarding a card right now. Yeah, we're gonna Deadly Cover Up. We are going to collect evidence. We'll send the 2 Braids. We don't have anything to get stuff back from the graveyard, so let's get rid of all your entity trackers. Okay. They have to draw real hot at this point. The funny thing about the Speed Demon, though, is that it also kills us, so... Let's see if we can kill them fast enough. Do I now have 7 mana? I do. Let's see what you drew. Whoop, it couldn't be an entity tracker. What could it be? What could it be? Is it a land? Oh, it's a this town? Okay, that's fine. We will play a Speed Demon. No scoop to Speed Demon? I feel like I have to move my camera so you can see what my speed is at. It's at 2. Okay. I mean, this town ain't big enough is a pretty hot draw for them. Fear of Isolation. Oh, look! Grimbauble. Sure. Okay. Are we gonna cast this town now? I don't fully understand that. Well, so here's the other piece. Is that, again, the Speed Demon does actually kill us. Okay, Tiny Bones. We're going for it. Speed Demon, baby. Mill a card. I'll draw 3. That would have been a really, really compelling reason. That's it! Speed Demon! Old Castro. Cloaked, mysterious. Not going to be a lot of mystery after I Deep Cavern bat you several times. Oh, look at your doggo. Alright. Swamp? Let's turn out this light. This is too bright. Oh, mono red. Okay. Hey, listen. We're okay with this so far. They've got a shock. But we get to see what they're doing. They've got a shock. That's good for them. Slick Shot, Nemesis, Bolt Wave, Boros Charm, second land, 2 Boros Charms. Brutal. So Boros Charm's just to my face, and they drew a creature. Woo! Woo! That. Alright, we're gonna take Screaming Nemesis. And then we're gonna draw a land, and we're gonna play Shieldred. Yep. 6 more damage, no blocks. We did not. Okay. So, second bat. We will take another Boros Charm. We will get in for 1. This is a... Okay, Boros Charm. That's okay. 6 more damage. Do I block? No, I'll go to 4. It's okay. Okay, we are going back to 6. We are casting Tiny Bones Joins Up and making our opponent discard. It's going to be very close. Okay. Third land. We'll take 1. Pump Spell's a blowout. Speed Demon kills us. They get the Boros Charm back. Yep. Not good enough. Okay. Not good enough. We needed a 4th land. You can mill a card. I don't know what we removed from them. They probably don't get anything back. I don't imagine that they do. Go back up to 3. Lightning Strike kills us. We still have to fade 1 turn. We're just exiling stuff. Getting in for 5. Going to 3. Lightning Strike or bust. Oh, luck. That's the worst kind of gun, is a death gun. They're the Fervent, which indicates mono red. I gotta tell you, I've been playing this deck all day. And I didn't see any mono black decks on the ladder in the past couple of days. And I feel like I played nothing but mirrors. Let's see if it holds true. We can keep this. And good old Tiny Bones joining up. Discard a card of your choice, please, opponent. Repurposing Bay or playing against an artifact deck. That is interesting. Okay, so is Momentum Breaker any good here? I feel like they don't play a lot of creatures early in the game. It may make sense for me to get the clock ticking. I just don't actually know. I think I am going to play Momentum Breaker to get the discard. Because I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to be too difficult for me to... both Repurposing Bays. Does that mean they have 3? Or they just think that this card is the least important to what they're doing? Alright. No counter. That's an excellent card to have in our hand. The board wipe against this deck is very important. Perilous Snare. Grabbing the Annex. What? What? Why? Why? Why not hit the Annex? I'm so confused. I really wish I had drawn another land. Momentum Breaker again? Discard another card? I have other removal. It just makes sense to use it as a discard card here. Arguing with myself. Come on, we need a 4th land. Solemn Simulacrum. Our opponent's out here doing stuff. That's interesting. Lord Skitter. Make you mill. Do you a damage. Increase speed. Yeah, we'll take out the Simulacrum Synthesizer. Hurt ourselves a little bit more. Look at this, not getting lands. There's plenty of lands in this deck. Okay. It doesn't matter, does it? Okay. They're perilous snare choices. I mean, I guess. What's your last card? 3 steps ahead. It doesn't really help me to Tiny Bones at this point. I could have Tiny Bones that card away, and now I'm regretting it. I'm just gonna say go. Draw another card, hurt myself again. Okay. We'll block if they attack. Okay. Mirrex token? Yeah, we'll block. I can't really afford to take the damage here, so they can draw their card. Especially considering that I get to do this. Alright. We're getting in damage, gaining a little life. That's gonna make that card draw sting a little less. We would love to draw a land at some point. That would be great. We are in this game though, so I'm not super worried. Yeah, we're gonna know where to run that. I think they drew another 3 steps. No? Listen. Okay, I just realized how good the momentum breakers are because it gains me life. So let's get rid of that last card again. Yeah, see? Why didn't they counter the other thing? Now you have to ditch. Full volume. Finally. Yep. So we're a little late to the show, and knowing that their last card is an instant speed perilous snare does not feel great to me. So what can I do at instant speed? I can know where to run. I can Bitter Triumph. Okay, let's get in. We're a long way from winning, unfortunately. I think we're okay though. I'll take this trade. I'm going to give away what we're doing. We don't really need the Speed Demon at this point. Oaken Siren. Shields down is a little interesting. Yeah. I'll take one. Okay, they're at 2 now. So they can instant speed Perilous Snare. Or they can counter this. I honestly think casting the Oaken Siren was not really that good of a move for them. We're going to gain 4 life. Well, because now I can Deep Cavern Bat. They might do it now. It's okay if they do, actually. Like, it's fine. So I'm like, I have so much more. So many more cards than them, and they just have a field full of Perilous Snares. Okay, can we make this work? We don't really want to cast Demon here. We could cast this Demon, actually. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard of. We hold up Bitter Triumph if we cast Braids, and we actually can. Yep, that's the move. We're gonna cast Braids. We're gonna mill them and do a damage. We could lose one of these nowhere to ones, draw a card, do some damage. Okay, now we're in the money. That's fine. Okay, can I win? I think it's very likely that I can. We are going to discard a card, kill their blocker, getting rid of Deep Cavern Bat. So this is... I think I've got it, because they don't have any enchantments, right? Okay. Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Give it haste. Attack for 10. Trigger Braids. Done. Oh, Miss Coleril. Oh, Miss Colerie. 17. Why do I always read names in French? It's not even a good accent. I do like... I mean, Deep Cavern Bat is just such a good card. It really, like, knowing what you're playing against really goes a long way. Obviously, all of these cards are very strong, so... I don't love the hand, but I think I have to keep it. I will take a Tiny Bones Joins Up, and then a land. I would also accept Momentum Breaker, and then a land. White-green for our opponent. We will start out with a bat. I had a feeling we were beanstalking. Okay, so that's what we take. Which means we can't attack, which is okay. Bat number 2. We'll take the Overlord. So I actually just can't attack because of the Ride's End. There's our third land. So I think I Momentum Break and make them discard. Alright, 1, 2, just 2. So this costs 4. Nope. Braids. No attacks. Sacrifice Momentum Breaker. Not great. Our speed demon deck was not fast enough to toy with the bean stack. So what do they take? Okay. They want the Overlord. Okay. So Bloodletter turns 4 into 8, and then that leaves them open to double spell next turn. I don't really want to give them more than one thing to do, but I do like the idea of attacking with braids. Okay, so I'm just trying to think through the next turn. If I attack with braids and they rides end it and use the Overlord, they're at 15. So, well, if I play the Bloodletter, so I just realized that if they have the, like, board wipe, that I'm pretty boned. If they have an untapped land with a white source and a Sunfall, I probably lose from here. So 1, 2, 3. 3 becomes 6. I need my lands. Okay, so Sunfall. Nope, no Sunfall. So what does that leave them with? I incentivize them to Ride's End the Deep Cavern Bat and get their beans back, but if they do it, I'm pretty sure they're dead. Okay, Overlord. You don't have an untapped white source. Aren't you just dead on board now? Madame? Well played. Mr. Turner. Okay. On the draw. Lots of lands. I love Momentum Breaker into Braids. I think that that's a really solid. Because really, like... And actually, if I go Deep Cavern Bat into Breaker, I get to 2 on the turn I cast the Breaker, assuming I get to attack with the Bat. And then the next turn I get to play Braids and get to 3. Definitely. Anyway, yes, we can keep this. Our opponent has beautiful sleeves. Look at these. Did they mulligan again? Did they just mull to 5? There's not a lot of decks that mull to 5 and say, oh, we still have a chance. I should say, there's not a lot of players that mull to 5 and say, oh, I still have a chance in Best of 1. This includes me. I don't really feel like I have a chance. Ooh. Hello, friend. What do we got? Is it Finn? Oh, it's Prologue. Okay. 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 Ooh, choices. I think we have to take out the Bilious Skulldweller. I love beating this deck, so... Third land is not really great for them. I think we just play Bat here and see what they have. I still get to see their hand. Drown and Ichor. Okay. We're okay with it. They're scrying. They're in a tough spot now. Okay. So Braids does die. I think it's the Annex. I do. It's the Annex. The truth is, I probably don't want to play anything that dies. That dies to Drown and Ichor. Okay. This is very, very brutal. Bat? Do you have a 1-drop response to that? You do. That's amazing. That's amazing. That makes me feel very bad. Okay, yeah. Let's get rid of that last card. And let's get rid of that might. Now they're playing off the top, and I'm drawing at least 2 cards each turn. Okay. I do wish I could play more than 1 creature, because now I'm going to take at least 1 more. I'm 7 poison away from dying here, so I'm fairly okay with this. Let's go... Well, here's the thing. Speed Demon draws me a bunch of cards. I don't have any instant speed removal, though, so I think the answer here is Braids. You can mill 1. That'll take us to 2. We can... I think we're going to sacrifice the artifact. They can sacrifice the thing to not take damage from this, but I don't think they will. Yep. Okay. Amazing. If they win off the top deck, I'm going to be more than a little annoyed. If they just draw exactly what they need to not die here, that's gonna be pretty tough for me to swallow. Okay. What do I have? I have 6 lands. This makes 7. I do have 2 blockers if I do it this way, and I have Bloodletter. So, Soulstone, Bloodletter, Lord Skitter. Let's get our speed up. Let's exile your creatures. Doesn't matter, I don't think. Now we're gaining life. Okay. We are as stable as we can be. They can swing with the Death Toucher. I will 100% block it. So, yeah, so here's the trick. Casting Speed Demon triggers Tiny Bones, which gets me to 4. Three, 4, 5. See, it tried to auto-tap that because it isn't active yet, but it's about to be. Speed Demon. Mills and does a damage. Gets me to 4. This gives the Speed Demon haste. Exiling their top card for no reason. Demons! Alright, Slim Bill. See if you live up to the name. We both are feeling rather mighty today. I'm proud of us. It's a lot of removal. If it's a control deck, I'm in trouble. Not really giving anything away. We're going to keep it. Green, white, tap land. Black. Hopeless Nightmare is fine by me, friend. I'll get rid of one of these swamps, because I'm just going to draw another one. Discard. I exile a card. I think I'm going to toss a land again. You know what? I'm going to toss this Grim Bauble. I don't think it does anything here. How do you like it? You discard a card. They discarded a swamp too. Bat takes the triumph. It's fine by me. The flood is real. Arena. Taking the long way around. That's what we're looking for. Okay, Braids is interesting. So we're both drawing 2 cards. We're pretty even at this point. They've got the bat on board, which makes me feel a little bit worse. Yep. Getting in for 1. What else we got here? Yep, their second bat takes our Braids. I don't love that. That's interesting. I mean, I think I just make a... I think I just make a demon here. Ooh. Now the question is, are they wise enough not to attack with both of their bats? Let's find out.
I've always hated crowds.
I think that was an incorrect play. Liliana down.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
You discard another card. Alright. I still don't feel like we're advantaged here. Okay, Hopeless Nightmare. We have lands to pitch. There's their Annex. Okay. 2 damage. Back to 19 for our opponent. Okay. So... yeah. Okay. Tiny Bones joins up. Doesn't matter. We will go to full speed. We're going to play this Shieldred the Apocalypse. Make our opponent mill a card. Get to full speed. I mean, do I just play the land? I think maybe I do. I don't think that there's a compelling reason. Okay. Gain in life. Yeah. They gotta deal with Shelly. Yep. So, if I draw a removal spell, they just lose. Okay, do I gain the life now that I have the open mana? Does it matter that I have a Momentum Breaker in play? I don't think I do. I'm going to use the mana while I have it and gain the life. That doesn't really do what I need it to do here. It, like, really doesn't do what I need it to do. I need to kill that demon. But the problem is that... Alright. I don't have another choice. We play the bat. We get rid of their Shelly. We go to end step. Ooh. Oh, I forgot that their Phyrexian Arena still hurts them. Yep. Yep, we're discarding the Deadly Cover-Up. You can make us discard our whole hand. Okay. Am I crazy, or do they just die? Yeah, we'll sacrifice the Soul Soak guy. It's fine. I'm fairly certain they just die on their draw step. Yeah, you got it. 3 does not save you, friend. Seven. Do I just make the demon? Doesn't matter. Good night! Alright, Pedro. Fervent, Chandra. Super cool. I didn't realize those were animated. Okay. They're giving us a lot of mono red signals here. I am on the draw. I do have a Grimbauble. I think I can do stuff. It's not the most amazing hand, but it's not bad either. I'm not hurting myself a lot. Black. See? What did I say? We have not really seen a lot of mono black. And I have played against it so much today. Okay. Duress doesn't mean a lot. They could be playing something very similar to what we're playing, but a lot... Okay, Bandit's Talent. What do we toss? Because I strongly feel... I think I'm going to toss the Bloodletter. Bat is an excellent draw. Okay. Virtue, Cut Down, Grievous Wound. So they're playing the combo. And I'm vulnerable to it. They are way far away from it at this point. So I make them use the Virtue on the bat. Yeah, I make them use the Virtue on the bat. So that I can get Lord Skitter going. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's okay. We will play a Swamp and play Lord Skitter. Rat gets rid of their Duress. Doesn't do anything. Alright, now we've got a clock. They've got to deal with Lord Skitter or it's going to get out of hand very quickly. 4 mana gets them nowhere to run. Great draw. Good for you. Okay. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. We got a little bit of time left with Shelly in Standard. Let's see if she can take us home. 1 damage for our opponent. They're considering using the Cut Down. Thinks better of it. Okay. 2 damage to our opponent. Did they draw a land? Can they play Grievous Wound? Do they have the removal spell? They top deck the perfect spell. Mwah! Excellent. I'm very incentivized to play Bloodletter first, I think. Because I really like... This is a combo deck, and really all they have to do is get... Now they're going to use the Cut Down. All they have to do is get both pieces in play, and that's the game. Did you draw another removal spell? Okay. Cuts the rat down. What else we got? Okay. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play the demon first. Did you draw another removal spell? No. Okay. Are you going to play the Grievous Wound? Enchanted player can't play life. Whenever enchanted player is dealt damage, they lose... Wait. Is dealt damage. Okay. Yep. Alright. Alright, we're going to unlock the front half of Unholy Annex. Get in for 6. Okay. We're almost there, friends. We're almost there. Bloodletter. Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to lose too much life here. I also don't want to discard a card. So... Okay. We're bitter triumphing on our turn so we don't take 6 life for it. 6. Let's get rid of that last card in your hand. This is it. This is it! Oh my god! 7-0! Alright, friends and opponents, how did we do today? You saw it, 7-0 today. 7 straight wins with this deck. It performed absolutely amazing. We had a lot of luck, but also the deck just did what we wanted it to do and performed very, very well. It is no surprise that Unholy Annex is just a good card. It really drives this deck, and there's enough demons in it to make it so that this is actually just a win condition. This card is just solid. It's a fantastic mid-range card, so if we can use all this early game removal to survive those aggro matches, we can definitely take them over with an Unholy Annex and either Sheoldred or the Bloodletter. Both of them do really what we need them to turn this card into an absolute house of a win condition. The Speed Demon, high risk, high reward. We got a lot of that reward today. We definitely saw this card do very well for us, but I really have to give the shout out to Amonkhet Raceway, which turns into a land that just says tap, give target creature haste, and in a black deck, that is just brutal, especially with cards like Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Out of nowhere, you can now be facing down a 2/4 flyer that is doubling all the damage that you do that turn. He really changes the math on things and is just remarkable when you can give it haste. So this kind of start your engines version of the black deck is a little sneaky. It's a little different than what people are used to seeing from the mono black decks out there. Most of them are really heavily into discard, and we have some of that. I think the Tiny Bones tech is pretty good because it allows us to get to that max speed more efficiently. And again, we're really looking for max speed to make this card work. It's fantastic here. Drawing 4 cards is no slouch. Gaining 4 life with this is no slouch. But giving a creature haste, I'm actually thinking I might put more of these in the deck. So all in all, it's a fantastic deck. I've been using it to rank up on the ladder for a little while now, and I've had a lot of success with it outside of what we all just saw. So we all know not rotation, but we all know we're going to get a new set. Tarkir Dragonstorm drops this week. Pre-release is the day that the video releases, and then it'll be out on Arena next Tuesday. So look for new content, including the new cards, hopefully as early as next week when we drop our next video. So before we wrap up, I want to just thank everybody for their time, for viewing, for leaving comments. We really, really appreciate it. Please remember, like, subscribe, leave those comments, tell your friends about Head Games. We really appreciate you. So remember, take care of your demons, take care of your angels, and when you're done with all that, remember, take care of your head.